Ladies and gentlemen, good day to you. It's Wednesday, October 2nd, 2013. I sent the rent check out today. Ooh! Get to continue existing and subsisting in the room that you know and love. This one. It's day 9 daily number 638, where we're going to learn to be a better gamer. Thanks to BabyKnight and MMA. Played a game that was odd. I mean, it was just a weird game, and we're going to talk about it on a number of different angles. A PvT where things go awry, or as I used to pronounce it as a child, Ari. I'm actually curious if any of you had dummy pronunciations when you were younger. I think, I'm looking over at chat, Infrared Light is a very popular one. Infinite, I think I was telling you early on, Infinite was how one of my buddies would say it. Oh, instead of forward, just say Ford. It's actually how it's pronounced in Kansas, where I'm from. Just move forward. Now remember, if you ever want to do a southern accent, you simply remove adverbs. And then you just hang on words. You know, it's an unbelievably delicious salad. What an incredibly tasty meal. You go, this salad is good. It is good. All right. Oh, yeah, wash instead of wash. So, tomorrow we'll be doing a daily. Friday we'll be playing Mirror's Edge, and Monday is the closest 3v3s of all time. Submit to be a game where you play a 3 versus 3. Things go Ari, and you barely win, or barely lose. Whatever it is, send it to Monday at day9.tv. For today's show, for this PvT, gonna probably be bringing a little bit more of the personal elements. Instead of being strictly like, oh yeah, here's a player who's going to do various. Oh my god, I have the wrong overlay set. Oh god. Oh my god, everyone take a shot. I have the wrong setup. Wow, there we go. I thought I fixed that yesterday. How did that happen? Did it crash? Oh god. Oh gee, oh what a disaster. Everyone just drink until your bottle is empty. You just lost the game, and I'm sorry for that. For this, I am sorry. But as we head back in here, normally I like to do the watch this player and let's analyze, and make it all perfect and whatnot. But this game was just weird. What we're going to see is MMA be in a really weird spot, and he's going to pull all his SCVs, which normally results in the Terran totally getting owned and running all his SCVs into a wall. Or it's like that scene in Starship Troopers where it's just a never-ending wind train. And then the Terran wins. In this game, sort of like cancels out. So we're just going to break this up into some parts. For one, we're going to be starting off by looking at BabyKnight's build, which is made of balls. So we're going to appreciate that. Then we're going to take a look at MMA's opening, and we're going to see how things went Ari. And we're going to wrap it up by getting to this odd juncture in the game and going, what the double how the butts? Huh? Her? What the double how the butts? Day 9, 2013. Still more productive than Congress. Oh, that's so easy. Oh my god, have you been doing those jokes? I've been plucking those right from the bottom, like the lowest hanging fruit. It's actually the fruit on the ground. There's no effort. I don't even pick the fruit up, I just kick it. Completely useless comments by me, just like, well, Congress is no government anymore. Oh, it's so easy. Easiest thing ever, remember. If you ate a Snickers bar, still doing a little better than Congress. See, look how easy that was. Like, that's not even that funny, but everyone's gonna be like, whoa, Dana, shots fired! Quickly, to caps lock! Can I increase the font in Twitch chat? Because shit just went down. Now I want a Snickers. Alright. Let's do something topical, such as being on topic. So, we're going to take a look at BabyKnight's opening build that I think is just gorgeous. It's really sexy and elegant, and in fact, completely subjectively speaking, it does my favorite defense. Not my favorite as in most effective, not my favorite as in has the highest win rate, or is good for someone of any level. I just like the way it feels. So we see BabyKnight going for the usual gate gas. I think he got his gas on 14. I don't really care that much about that in particular. He's going to be going for an early expand. Let's talk about how players ordinarily defend this, so that way we can contrast it with the true sexiness that's about to pop out of BabyKnight. The real deeply arousing... look, let me just tell you what's happening. So, there's a couple of ways that players are expanding. I am going to use this. No matter what, it centers around this Robo or this Twilight. Most players go straight for the Robo, they get observers out to check out what's up, and then boom, straight into the Colossus. Alternatively, they're going for High Templar very swiftly to be able to go Stormy! And this is the core of how you defend these expansions, is these two, Colossus or Templar. I should say, Templar. Now, sometimes you'll see players, for instance, open up with a really fast Dark Shrine to do Dark Templar Harass with the Warp Prism that wiggles back to Storm. Alright, cool. Maybe you'll see them go for a Stargate first to get the Oracle out to do harassment, and ooh, but then it goes straight for Robo and then Colossus. Everything kind of flows back into that. Except this one. Sorry. Camera got a little high there. This one doesn't. This is going to be a Stalker Sentry Mortal composition. Let's check it out. Now let's just stop right there. Let's put on our thinking hats. What does that mean if you're going for Sentry, Stalker, Immortal? What things are solved, what things are not solved? I mean, if we look at the traditional elements that I was talking about, oh, Colossus for defense, or Templar for defense, we have the big crowds solved with the Colossus and the Templar, and then we sort of back up and get the more, I don't want to say meat shield, because that's like a MMO term, that's not a real RTS term. You get more of the core army units, the Zealots and the Stalkers, afterwards. So just kind of keep a little brain spout open. Don't close your brain valve. Make sure that the intelligence juices can continue to pour out of your brain hole. Isn't it interesting how words just create different connotations? Alright. So, we're going to see straight out of MMA, he's doing this annoying Engineering Bay block that's followed up by the Suave Reaper. The Zealot, is it going to pop out or is it not going to pop out? It's always decided by the Engineering Bay. Players will start the Zealot, and if they see the Engineering Bay, they let it finish. If they see no Engineering Bay, they cancel it and expand sooner. And BabyKnight's kind of fleshing out the remaining segments of his build. He's getting another Assimilator, because, you know, he's going to be going to gas. He gets his expansion up, that's so good, all up in the hood. Alright, keep doing your thing, BabyKnight. Keep rocking. Oh, yeah. So, when I'm watching this little push I like a lot. This little move forward. We saw a Reaper, which means he's either teching and doesn't have a lot of Marines, or he is switching back to Marines and doesn't have a lot of opportunity to move out into the middle of the map. This is especially safe because, hey, Terran saw a Zealot and a Stalker, so Terran would never dare move his never move his Marines down the ramp for fear of getting killed. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. By the way, if this were a blind Mothership Core Scout with no knowledge, that would be bad. Now, I would say that I've been very responsible about being very focused for the first 90% of the daily. I've been totally falling apart in the last 10% and just going into goofball mode. But what I want to do in this daily is get a little bit informal early. In other words, I don't want to stay on topic like I've been doing. I've been like really on point with like very on. Screw that, man. Nothing sucks as much as when you're sending out a Mothership Core, and Mothership Cores have a sight range like huge, like It's like the size of pizza that you always kind of want to order but regret after it's been delivered. Like that, it's uncomfortably gigantic, the sight range. And you're sending it forward, and then something pops into your head where you go, oh yeah, I'm going to get Robotech. Oh, that was really cool, that one Colossus micro technique that I saw him do. But when you micro Colossus, you have to be careful not to stutter step too fast or else it won't deal damage. Oh yeah, I'm going to try to do that. Oh shit, my mothership core is being attacked. And then when you watch the replay in normal speed, it looks something like this. The mothership core is moving, and then there's 3 Marines there, and then you see them. And the mothership core is still going, and there's like 15 seconds of time where it's going there, and then you see it and you're like, run, and the mothership core is like, right! Oh god, acceleration's a problem, isn't it? What's with the acceleration? It has worse acceleration than me after every meal. Are you kidding? It's like, run! Why? Like, why? Why does it do that? What an idiot! Fucking run! You can teleport to the base. I know you can accelerate faster than that. Or maybe he can't. Maybe he's been teleporting everywhere. It hasn't worked out. Doesn't know how to accelerate. When did the gender change? Why did I call Mothership Core a he? Maybe because I'm progressive. I don't know. I'm a supporter of gay rights and transgender rights. Why would I not? You're covering up a mistake, Day 9. Shh, enough. Back to the game. Back to the game. Did it. Alright, so BabyKnight is going to do something that's made of balls. He's going to go ahead and throw down this expansion right away. What has he seen? BabyKnight has seen this set of barracks going down, which is fine. He's already seen this. Could be going for a very, very, very fast medevac to follow this up. Could be going for a fast barracks. All this is very reasonable. But this is much safer than you'd expect, purely because Mothership Core, amazing mega photon overcharge exists. The earlier this third Nexus is down, the earlier you have a mega thing. A mega cannon. A mega thing. Oh, Day 9, your ability to elucidate is remarkable. Yes, thank you. So, this I always love, because technically you could say, well, what if he gets attacked? And BabyKnight's just like, well, then I cancel it. And you're like, oh, you manly Nordic man. Seriously, that's so cool. It's like that guy who's gonna go ask the girl out. He doesn't even know she likes her back. And you're like, what happens if she says no? He's like, well, just move on and find someone else to ask out. You're like, no, but rejection? That stuff's scary. But let's be serious for a minute. You're gonna be dead as shit unless you have a good way to defend this against drops. All right, enough fun, my day nights. Enough fun. We must pause being fun and get super serial. So this looks very funky, because right now we seem to not really be going down any path. Oh, do I have sound on? Oh, thank God. Oh, Jesus. Would have been like today's Day 9 drinking game would have been turn on the show and drink until you actually are a bottle of alcohol. Not even dead. You're just, your body is replaced. So when we're at this point in time, we could potentially go straight for a Colossus to try to deal with the 10-minute pushes. But how would we deal with this Nexus stuff? All this split-basedness. We could try to defend ourselves with High Templar, that usual tech path, but how are we going to be able to deal with drops here and storm all of it? This is why I find this so brilliant. See, the Twilight Council's out, and Blink is going to be the choice of BabyKnight. He's going for a much more mobile force, much more fragile force, indeed. But look at this timing on this Nexus. Finishes just in time to be able to deal with this, and if we look at the Mothership Core, has enough energy for one photon overcharge, and almost enough for a second one. And BabyKnight does all the goody goodnesses. pulls way back, throws down the photon overcharge. Excuse me, throws down the force field to protect his units, actually to block these guys back out. Very cool stuff, and then just continues to morph in the dudes. Now, some things that are important to note. This is rather subtle, but I want to make it more than that. We want it to be subtle. What is subtle? Subtle is a pronunciation that allows us to get smacked in the face with subtle. I think that's a good concept. Do you get it? Because I get it. Where the hell is the gas coming from? Because the sort of core to everything that Protoss is going to be doing is gas. Normally these are thrown down at like 6:15, sometimes 6 minutes. Certainly no later than 7. So when this gets thrown down late, the early sort of research of Protosses has been, well, let me just derp and throw down a bunch of warp gates. I don't have gas to get Colossus. I don't have gas to get Templar. I just don't have gas. So let me spend nothing but minerals to get a whole slew of gateways to hold off these attacks and to attack back. But BabyKnight is going to do something gas-focused. Blink, Stalker, Immortal. I shouldn't say gas-focused, but will require some gas. So let's see where the gas comes from. First of all, 8-minute gas. Wow, that's a lot of gas lost. And again, note, force field gets thrown down. Very nice. Still 3 probes being produised en succession. We're noticing Stalkers have not been produced out of warp gates. These are pre-warp gate Stalkers. The early game Stalkers. Immortals are the big dudes getting produced. In terms of the observer count, 2. This is a little bit dicey, especially on 3 base, but that's where some of our gas is coming from. An observer is 75 minerals. By not making 2 observers, we have garnered ourselves enough gas to get a Twilight Council. Still trying to build additional gateways, and a very important thing to note, I will pause right here at 9 minutes. Good Terran players will have a strike at 10 minutes. I talk about this almost every PvT daily. 10 minutes is right around the time when a Marine, Marauder, plus Medevac attack can begin. And we can see the Medevac's just starting. We can see we're at 9 minutes. And we can see 9 minutes plus 42 is less than 10 minutes. Rounded up, it's about 10 minutes. I'm basically right, more or less, when you think about it. Because I am. Had a lot of fun on this daily. Yeah, this is 10 minutes, right? Why did I make a big deal about these gateways? Because they're finishing right before 10 minutes. Gateways take about a minute, so as long as you build them a little bit before 9, hell yeah. So everything kind of rapidly mushes together all at the 10-minute mark, as all good Protoss plays should. Very elegant, very sexy, very bejugular. Very bejugular. Wow. So bejugular that I want to remind everyone that that word is in existence. And we actually see that on the BabyKnight cam, he just briefly checks to see if this expansion's going down, just trying to see what's up. And one of the last things to get produced are the Stalkers. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to speed up. We're going to take a look. Oops, oops, oops. Where's my everyone cam? There we go. We're just going to take a look at this production. Is there a second immortal? Wait, what the what? Oh, shit. No. No. Oh. These are so gosu. This was not originally where I was going to end, but this is so amazing. Oh my god, please tell me I hope I saw what I wanted to see. Please. Please, tell me I'm not living in a fantasy world. Tell me I'm not living in a fantasy world. Whoa. Alright, how long does an immortal take to build? About a minute. With a max chrono boost, it's 37 seconds. Which you'll note means that we have enough time to get out a second immortal. But my goodness, immortals are expensive. So I think he does. So he starts the immortal. And what happens is BabyKnight checks here. He doesn't see a base. I'm sitting over here because I think he cancels this. sees it moving down. Yeah, and then just goes, oh, well, I don't see a push yet. Screw this. Let me get some more gateways down. Let me power a little bit more. Oh, damn, I have not seen that. Oh, shit, that's good. Okay. Wow. I would have just built the second Immortal. But, I mean, I think that's really clever. It's the same concept as the Zealot. In short, starts the second Immortal. We're talking non-stop about this 10-minute attack. Oh, the 10-minute attack. It's going to happen with Marines and Marauders, Medevacs. Oh, scary. So we have to have Immortals and Sentries to be the bulk of the force to deal damage at the front. And then we have these Blink Stalkers for the versatility to get between our disparate bases and to pick off dropping Medevacs. So, starts the Immortal, and then this front observer, do I see any attack coming? No. So he's either not doing a direct attack, which means I don't need the Immortal, or he's going for a big drop at the back, which means I don't need the Immortal. What a badass. Hell yeah. Wow, BabyKnight, you Danish superstar. Ooh. Feels nice. I'm going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to watch the rest of this opening from the Protoss point of view. Then we're going to jump back into MMA's pants, literally. And we're going to investigate the build from his side and see kind of what went wrong. On a break, here we go. Whoa, oh, oh, oh.